Hi and welcome back to Rideshare.uk. I may be looking a little bit pale and a little bit in shock, but I'll go clear shortly. So I've just spent the afternoon, well, a couple of hours down at WeFlex, looking at some of the cars down there. Now I'm not going to go into any real detail because I'm going to give a reveal video at some stage in the future as to what car I've bought. So the question is it going to be an EV or is it going to be a hybrid? The reason I'm looking so pale is because I've just spent £1,000 in the quickest possible time I've ever done in a long time. So it is going to be an EV. The deposit has been paid. I'm just now, can't collect the car yet. I've got to book it in to get its private hire licence. Well, its plate. As soon as I've got a date for the plate MOT, I'll ring up, arrange a collection date. I've got all the documents, or will be sent to me shortly. So I've got all the documents for the vehicle, and then it's just the plate test. So I've got to do that in 2 weeks. Newport is not known for being able to get a car in quickly to do a plate. So I'm hoping I can get some stage in 2 weeks. And once it's been plated, I'll do the reveal. But let's just have a chat about today. Now, without giving too much away, not all of the cars were available. Availability was done. Some of the cars were sold out. So I couldn't go for those if I wanted to anyway. But let's have a look at some of the cars that I looked at. Polestar, very nice. But what really surprised me was the amount of room. Well, not the room in the back, but the size of the back doors. The back doors were very small. Now, I could get in just about, and I'm 5'10". Anybody over 6 foot would have to squeeze up to get in. And also, regarding child seats, it would be very difficult to take child seats in and out. I don't get a lot of child seats on Uber or my own work, but maybe a couple of times a week I will do. So that would be a big negative against that. But the car is a very nice looking car, very comfortable to sit in. Display is very, very nice. I really enjoyed sitting in that car, and you know, at the money it was on offer for, very good deal. So the Tesla, of course, Tesla is a very nice car. It's got access to their fast charge network, or hypercharger network, which is perfect, very widespread, very easy to get into. And being a Tesla owner, you get it at discount rates, and you can use all Tesla superchargers. Now, that's not such a big deal because you can now buy a subscription which gets you into Tesla with any car on a lot, not all, but a lot of sites. And you can buy it at a cheaper rate. Or not quite as cheap as the cheapest rates of Tesla. My problem with Tesla, and the one thing I didn't like about it, there was a lot to like about it, but the one thing I didn't like about it was operating through the dashboard. I like to have a dashboard in front of me to do swiping on the central tablet type console. Not really appealing to me, but very nice car, and having access to all of the Tesla network at the cheapest rates, yeah, very promising. So let's go to the Ioniq 5. Nice big car. It's a big car, and I think that's the issue. Like I said before, we have car parking issues, but I love the boot. I love the Ioniqs. I love the styling of the Ioniq 5. It's one of my dream cars. So, very fast charging, very good range. So, right in there in the possibilities of getting it. I really enjoyed it. The ID5 was there. So I had to look at the ID5. Big car, very spacious, very roomy, very good boot. Price of those a bit high, but deals could have been done. There were deals on the table to be done there. they had some reasonable mileage cars for £199 a week, excluding insurance. Now, on all of the cars, the optional insurance is £70 a week, so slightly less, actually probably be a lot less, than if I tried to insure the Kia Niro hybrid. So I'm quite happy with the insurance at £70 a week. I do have the option of cancelling it and getting my own insurance at some stage, but at this stage it's £70 a week. So £199 a week for the ID5 with that 20-minute charge time. You really couldn't complain about that. Very tempting, even though it wasn't on my shortlist. It was very tempting. So let's move on to the next one, which was the ID4. Big car, not as big as the ID5, but a big car and plenty of luggage space. Comfortable to sit in. Really like the design of it. But they had no 4.5-year deals, which is what I was looking at. Most of these were 5-year deals. So that was a bit of a negative. However, like I say, there's deals to be done. And I really did enjoy it. So that's about the 5 cars I looked at. The Polestar, the Model 3. He really tried to push the Model 3 on me. So he may have scored. He may have actually done it. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see. One of the things that got me a little bit concerned was, I don't know whether this was salesman's talk or whether it's true. All of you technology people might be able to help me out here. Is that even though lots of non-Teslas can now charge at the Tesla chargers and hyperchargers, the hyperchargers have a habit of burning out the motors or burning out the battery or connections or something. They were saying it burns out non-Tesla motors real quick, which is why it's highly advisable to only get a Tesla if I want to use the Tesla supercharger network. I don't know whether that's true or not, so you can let me know on that. Maybe it's just sales talk rather than actual technical talk. I don't know. Now, all of the cars I had on offer, despite on the website saying some were available for 4 years, like the ID5, or 4.5 years, like the ID4, in reality, all of the deals were over 5 years. But some were better deals than others. Some were lower prices than what they've got on the website. You'll have to wait to see what deal I got. So one of the issues is that it's possible one of these 5-year deals could come down shorter, because you have a mileage allowance of 3,200, 3,300 miles a month, something like that. And then after that, you get charged 8p a mile. That goes into a pot and builds up, and it's used to reduce the time of your deal. So if I do 1,000 miles a week, that's 4,000 a month. I could very easily bring back those 5-year payment deals down to almost 4 years. Do the quick arithmetic. Definitely down to 4.5 years, maybe a little bit sooner. So that's interesting. I've just got to make sure I remember that higher payments will go out when I do these excess miles, but it's going to bring down and pay off this car faster. And if we can get it paid off in 4 years, it's going to be great. I'm really excited. Spent a lot of money today. A lot of money is going out my account today, but I'm very excited, and I can't wait to have this car reveal once it's all done. So I've got to get back home now. Tomorrow, WeFlex should email me the documents. Then I can get the car booked in, get a date. Once I've got the date, I'll go and collect the car the previous day, take it up and get it tested and plated. I'll then get £350 back I had to pay £350 as a deposit. It's refundable deposit to guarantee I actually got the car plated. I presume if I don't get it plated, they'll keep the deposit, take the car back, and that's it. But £350 will come back, then I'll just have to pay the deposit on the car. And then the repayments start on the Friday after I collect the car. Yeah, I'm kind of putting my finger out to do some work. So my website's almost ready to launch. Got to get ready to get some Facebook ads going. Get some private work coming in to pay for it. OTS, I'm going to concentrate on the shorter runs where they get the better pay, 135, 160 a mile type of thing. I'll ignore the very long distance, not so much because of the range of the car, but because on the very long distance work from OTS, it's only paying about £1.8 a mile, and I can't do that. It's not going to pay the cost of a car. So the only other thing I've got to work out now is my cost per mile. Now, I've been looking at some of the trade mags who do a lot of this sort of research for company cars. So, the one I've opted for has been known on a motorway run, if you keep it around 65 and you're very gentle with your foot, you can bring in 5 miles per kilowatt hour, which is pretty damn impressive. So, we'll see what happens when we get the car. One of the things about the rent to buy is that I'm not tied into a long-term contract. If needed, if it doesn't work for airport transfers and long distance, I can hand the car back. I have to pay a fee, but at least I don't get a debt around my neck. So that's quite good. I hope it's going to work out. So follow the channel. If you want to find out if an EV can be used for long distance taxi work and long distance airport transfer work, because we're about to find out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Talking Cars again. Until next time, happy driving, make a profit, and I have to go and lie down and get over that payment I made. The muffs just flew out of my wallet when I got my credit card out. Still, that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.